Alrighty, welcome back, boys and girls. Just wanted to wrap up this second half, or this bottom part of these notes. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that our time spent watching TV, we're going to say that's our x values, meaning this is going to be the independent, and our y values can be the time spent studying, which would mean it is the dependent. And so what you want to do with that is on your paper, again, you can write on this going vertically, you would say time spent studying, and then on your x-axis, you can write, let's say, TV time. So you can write something like that, TV time. And so that way you're kind of labeling your axis like this. And as always, you want to make sure you put the units, and so this is going to be in hours. Alrighty, so what you're going to do is this. So just like a normal graph, you want to plot the points, and so I'm going to plot the first point is going to be 2 hours spent watching TV. So let's go on the X, let's go 2 hours. So we can go 2 hours on the X-axis, and so we're going to go to the right, and then we're going to go 0.5 up. So it'll be in between 0 and 1. And then just plot these points carefully. Again, that's just an example. So what I would want you to do right now is please pause the video, take a deep breath, plot those points as normal, and then that way we can move forward. All right, so now if you have 1 hour, it'll be 2.5, so it's going to be about up here, and then it's 0 hours, and then 3, and we're going to have 30 minutes, which is 0.5 hours, so we're going to have 0.5, and then 1 hour studying, and then we're going to have 1.5, let's draw it a little bit better, 4 hours, way too much TV, but 4 hours and 0.25, so about a fourth of the way, and then 3 and 0.5 again. All right, so now when you go to draw the line of best fit, the way this works is you want to have an equal number of points above the line and an equal number of points below the line. And it's an approximation, which is why it's called quote-unquote best fit. It's not exact. It's not like our linear graphs. So when we had our linear functions, we would go through each of those points. However, since this is a scatter plot, hence the name, it's not necessarily going to go through those points. And again, you can kind of see that on those previous examples that we had. Notice how it's not going through, it might go through 1 or 2 points, but it's mainly going to be close to that amount. So when you go to plot this line, let's see if we can do this. When you go to plot this line, again, you can kind of go through those points, and let's actually make it this. And so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. So since we have 7 points, we're going to have about, let's say about 3 points above and 3 points below. So let's kind of draw this. It's about approximately, well, let's see if we can do this. So when you draw this line, again, it's just going to go through the middle. So you want to try to get it as close to those points, and that way you can have, see, I have 1, 2, 3 above the line, and then I go through 1 point, and then I have 1, 2, 3 below the line. And again, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be exact, but it's for best fit. All right, so now let's try to answer some questions for this. So then it says, is there a relationship between the time spent watching TV and the time spent studying and doing homework? Well, of course. So make sure you can explain. So we're going to say, well, yeah, there's more. The more time you spend watching TV, so as your X value increases, that means your Y value decreases. So it's the negative correlation or the negative slope. And when I say negative slope, I'm talking about the Y over the X. And specifically, it's a slope of the line of best fit. And so underneath of that, then it says, if a student spent 4 hours studying, how much time might they have spent watching TV? So approximately, and again, you always want to reference that graph. So if we were going to say about 4 hours studying, so our Y value is studying, we're going to have about, well, probably approximately 0 hours spent watching TV, which is honestly the correct life or choice. Make sure you're answering those in there. Make sure you're copying this down. Pause if you need to, rewind. Use the tools to your disposal.